Hey guys, it's Bart Johnson here, and I am here at NAB 2016, my second year at NAB, bringing you my coverage all over again. And so, of course, for the first interview of the day, I had to come and visit my buddy Ted again
What's up?
with Aputure.
How's it going?
What do you guys got going on this year? We saw some awesome lights and stuff last year from you.
So last year we took the LED panel, we made it affordable, brought the pricing down from a $2,000 LED panel, made it a $600 light. Now, every other company, if you watched, every other LED company brought their prices down too because they shouldn't be priced that high.
And those are your Lightstorm panels that we looked at last year.
Absolutely.
That I even ended up picking up a set of them. They're fantastic. And yeah, your price point to quality is something that others are really trying to catch up with.
Exactly
So you're doing it again, but you got something a little bit different here. What do you got?
So right now, here we've got an actual LED Bowens mount floodlight. So basically this can accept a Fresnel light here. You can get all the accessories you want. You can do your softbox options. You can do a lighting umbrella. Basically, what people want and that they've been asking for us from the Lightstorm crowd is they wanted a light that had a single source light. That way they can cut it, they can shape it a little bit better. The one thing about LED panels is that it's really hard to shape that light. The barn doors don't really cut hard lines.
Yeah.
So what's different about this light is now instead of having multiple LEDs, and I'm going to dim it down so I don't blind it.
Oh yeah, that's intense.
You got a single source LED here, which means that if you put those barn doors on using your Bowens S mount, you'll get hard cut lines. And if you put any of your accessories, you'll still see that single source LED instead of getting that multi-panel one.
Yeah, the whole thing with light panels and LEDs the way they've been right now is it's multiple points. So you get a soft light and you kind of get micro shadows sometimes if they're too far spaced apart. And this is more of a traditional, what you would call kind of a hard light. Like you said, you can modify it, you can control it, really hard cuts on the lines. Stuff like, beauty dishes and soft boxes and umbrellas, even a Fresnel attachment.
And this is a Bowens S mount. It's the most typical mount you can get. All of your accessories that you already bought for photo will work perfectly on
So
this
photo modifiers and all sorts of stuff you can make on there. And so we were talking a little bit about this, and you said it's a single point LED, and right now we have it's tungsten ballast, correct?
Yes. So we're coming out with a daylight model. These will all be available starting in May.
Okay.
Right now we only have the tungsten model available, but just like the old Lightstorms that you love, you've got a total aluminum metal body build. You've got the same control box that you saw before on the previous
power
Lightstorm
pack,
model, of course. And of course, the same remote that works on the old Lightstorms will work on this one too. So here I am, 3D, powering it on and off.
And you said you can do the same thing with grouping them, putting them on different channels, and then using the same remotes, you can mix these with your other Lightstorm panels.
Absolutely.
And you can control everything.
So you can have 2-panel lights. You can have all of your lights paired to 3D. You hit 3D. And they will all power on and off at the same time. I'm not going to blind you.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
So I power this down totally.
Now, did we mention what the equivalent output is on this one right here?
No, we did not.
That's important.
It's exciting. So 1.5K equivalent. So it's even brighter than the Lightstorm.
You can tell. I'm sure my hand is quite blown out right now. And being LED, I can put my hand this close. It's not hot.
And this has been on for 2 hours, and you can just touch it right here. It's ice cold.
The fan is blowing a little bit, but it's like silent for all intents and purposes.
So people are always worried about fans. We are too. We know that people are worried. We know that people are trying to do audio on their film sets. This is not like your pro photo lights that are going to be blasting and being noisy. You can't have that.
Yeah.
So you can put your ear right up to it. You won't hear anything. The fan is actually sourced from the same place that Apple sources their fans for their MacBooks.
All right.
Not their MacBooks, their Mac Pros, the trash cans.
Oh, the trash can.
The trash can, yep. So totally silent. You know that it's a high quality fan, totally cool. And the fan actually doesn't turn on. It's actually measuring the temperature inside there. So if the fan doesn't have to be on, it won't even turn on at all.
Oh, so you got a smart control in there, so it's not just constantly running when it's powered. But now, in terms of the quality of light, what CRI are you guys getting out of these? Because I know you guys are always able to get some amazing quality out of your LEDs.
CRI 97, so even higher
97.
than the Lightstorm LS1S. It's 1 point below the LS1 half, but 97, you're not going to have any
That's a
problems.
fantastic quality.
One of the biggest things actually about this light is that it can be battery powered, which doesn't sound crazy, but for this type of light, we're basically the only light on the market. And if you're going to try to get a battery-powered Fresnel light, you're looking upwards of $2,000, $3,000.
Yeah, and you have all the same components as the previous system. So if you're familiar with the Lightstorm LS1 panels, it's the same style of bringing that pack off of the head to reduce weight, bring it down to where you can access it and control it if you have it up high.
So if I boom this light up, which to be honest, it's a 1.5K, that's what I'm going to do with it every single time.
Yeah, you can put it way up there and throw.
Put it way up there. I still got my controls down here, and it's not as top heavy. So you go shooting on a windy day, you don't have to worry about this thing knocking over.
That's a good point.
Yeah. The battery thing is huge. Being able to walk around with a work light on battery, you can just hook this onto your belt or something. Amazing.
And you're good to go.
Yeah.
So this is the 120T, the Lightstorm, I guess, hard light.
Hard light, yeah.
And that's all the same models here, and you've got tons of different modifiers. So
Yeah.
when is this going to be available, and
It's
what
gonna
is your
be
pricing looking like?
Available at May.
Okay.
Priced underneath the LS1S panel, so it's actually priced at $589.
Wow.
$589 for this kind of light. Plus, it's also going to come with Aputure-made accessories. They're not going to come in the kit, but you can purchase them separately. Aputure pricing means, though, that we're going to have the same quality of other brands and still going to be priced at something that you can afford. So, for instance, this softbox up here, we're pricing it at $150. If you look at competitors, it's easily $400. We have this Fresnel lens
great.
attachment, which we can change between a 42 to 12 degree beam angle, priced at about $60. Lighting umbrella, $29, and then we've got this beauty dish here too, that I actually am a huge fan of this.
Yeah, look at that thing.
Really beautiful. You got that eggshell, that egg crate here grid. This beauty dish here is about $100. It also comes, of course, with a sock too that you can put over it.
Very nice. Look at
There
that.
it
Yeah,
is.
that's perfect.
Right on.
Well, that's great.
I keep hitting
Well-
the light thing on this remote.
Blinded here. This has been a very bright interview, but there you go, guys. Some new lights coming out from Aputure to sort of complement your maybe already existing LED setup.
Very possible.
I know I am so used to working with old tungsten traditional lights.
Yeah.
I love hard lights. I love that I can shape them and can control them and not just flood an area with light.
Yes.
So these are something that are going to be great. Guys, be on the lookout for these, and also be on the lookout for more coverage from me on the NAB 2016 show floor.